We finally made it into Hanoi. We left Ho Chi Minh City this morning at, I think we got up at 3 a.m. We were showered and in the taxi to the airport at 20 past 3. Plenty of time to check in, get our luggage checked in and so forth. Well, that's where it all ended, didn't it? I'll tell you about that little story soon. But right now, we've just not long got off the plane in Hanoi. It is only about 8:30 in the morning, so we hadn't had anything to eat because it was an early morning flight. It was 20 past 5 in the morning flight that we had to catch. Didn't really feel like anything. Tried to sleep on the plane. Sopany, you get some sleep on the plane?
Yeah.
Slept a bit? Yeah. I tried to sleep. I didn't really sleep. But right now, so we're in the Hanoi airport in a coffee shop just outside. First time ever I've been to Hanoi. I've never been here before, and I'm quite surprised by a city of 8.5 million people that the domestic airport is relatively small. I think it only has 2 or 3 baggage areas, and it only has 2 shops, and we're sitting in one of them having something to eat. So outside the airport. But if I spin you around, you can see it's only very small, which quite surprises me for a city of 8.5 million people. And so we're just going to have coffee. Sopany's got a bowl of pho, and I also bought a hot dog. The hot dog's oversized for the bun that it's in. I'm just going to sit down and enjoy this for the minute, just relax for a little bit, and then we're going to get a grab into the Old Quarter where we're staying. It's about a 45 to 50 minute drive from Hanoi Airport into the Old Quarter. So we'll catch up when we get into there, and we'll tell you a little bit more about the drama that unfolded this morning in Ho Chi Minh City Airport, because it was a little bit of fun in Ho Chi Minh Airport this morning, wasn't it?
No fun.
No, it wasn't fun at all. You're right. It wasn't fun at all. Anyway, we'll tell you about that shortly once we get into Hanoi, and we'll check into our hotel and we'll give you a room tour of where we are. Our theme for this holiday, our rooms have to be under $25 a night. This one works out to be $62 for 3 nights, so $20.70 roughly, and that includes breakfast, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, TV, does have a safe, does have a little fridge. Sopany's already testing out the bed. Hello, Sopany. She's tired from her trip. There's only a small room, but as I said, it's $20 a night, or $20.70. Beautiful, I'm going to call it LED light, but it's not. It's just a picture on the window. And you can see in here bathroom, so shower, basin, toilet. Yeah. So it's not big, it's not flash, it's comfortable, but it's got everything. Wi-Fi, aircon, TV. The bed is actually really comfortable, and yeah, $20 a night. We're right in the heart of the Old Quarter, so Memory Central Hotel and Spa, this is called. Cheers, Sopni.
Here.
Cheers to you guys. All right. So, as we mentioned earlier, we had I'm just trying to turn this camera around so we get Sopni in there as well. We had a bit of an incident on the plane this morning. Well, actually, before we got to the plane.
Yeah.
So we just want to talk about that. Now, we use Veerjet. Now, Veerjet, commonly known for delays and other bits and pieces. And to be honest with you, you kind of expect it when you're booking on a budget airline. And that's all fine. And I've actually, or both of us actually, have travelled with Veerjet a number of times, domestically throughout Vietnam previously. I've also used them to fly internationally from Australia to Vietnam once before as well. I've actually never had any issues besides a couple of years ago where we had a delay in Da Nang and they never told us the plane was going to be delayed by 2 hours until we actually got to the airport. So that was a little bit annoying that time, but it is what it is. We're going to sit around and chill out somewhere else anyway, so you might as well do it at an airport. But what happened this morning was, as far as I'm concerned, Veerjet, if anybody is listening from Veerjet, was actually quite atrocious and nearly almost caused us to miss our flight from Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi. We literally made the gate with just seconds to spare. Now, we weren't the only ones that were affected by this, and I'm going to tell you what it is in a second. So it's pretty shit, to be honest with you. It was pretty shit what they did, wasn't it? So what they did was, so we booked our Grab taxi at 20 past 3 in the morning. We were on our way to the airport. So we had 2 hours and we were only a 5-minute drive away from the airport. So we had heaps of time, right? Heaps and heaps of time. We told the driver exactly where we needed to go and he responded back in English, "You going on Veerjet to Hanoi?" "Yes, we are." "Okay." Drops us off right outside the door to walk in. We've walked inside of Ho Chi Minh Airport. Absolute chaos as it always is in Ho Chi Minh Airport. People everywhere. Thousands of them, and looked up on the board. Yep, check in here for Hanoi and all the other places they'll go to on the board. Also up above on the check-in counters, it said all flights check in here. So we lined up for over an hour or more. They only had 2 people checking everybody in. We had checked baggage, so we had to go through check-in. And we finally got to the counter to drop our bags off and get our boarding passes to go. And the guy printed out our boarding passes, put all the stickers and everything on our luggage. And then he turned around and he said, "Oh, you're actually going to Hanoi." And we said, "Yes, that's right." And he goes, "Oh, you don't check in here. You got to go up to the other terminal and go and check in there to go to Hanoi now." And I looked at him and I said, "But your sign above says all check in here." He goes, "No more. You got to go up there." So we literally bolted from there up to the next terminal, walked in there, and of course there's a massive line up there, and now we've got 25-30 minutes to check in and then get to the gate. That's all the time that's left. So I grabbed one of the girls there and asked her, she spoke good English as well, asked her if we could jump the queue because what had happened. And we weren't the only ones, right? There was other people in those lineups that were in the lineups with us back in the other terminal. So it wasn't just us, okay? And there was one really old lady, like she would have been in her 70s easily. And she was stuck with us as well, in the same situation, plus a number of other people. The lady said to us, "Give us 5 minutes and we'll call you through." 5 minutes went past, 15 minutes went past, 20 minutes went past, and we're shitting ourselves thinking we are not going to get this plane to Hanoi, and they're probably going to try and charge us or say it's our fault and make us pay for other flights. I wasn't impressed at all, to say the least. I wasn't angry at anybody. I didn't raise my voice at anybody. I didn't do anything. And then there was another young guy come past and said, "If you're going to Hanoi, come through here." and he had a big sign up, Hanoi only. So we went up to him and said, we're going to Hanoi, here's our ticket to Hanoi. And he said, sure, stand here and wait. He walked off, didn't allow us in, didn't let us in. After a couple more minutes of standing there looking like absolute idiots, I went, stuff this Sopany, let's grab our luggage and just jump straight the queue, jump through all their little roped off areas, you know, they have in the airport, and we went straight up to the counter. Nobody said jack to us, not a single word. They put us in, checked our bag in, and then we bolted straight to the gate, and we literally just made it in time. And to top that off, the airplane was actually 15 minutes late, and we still only just made it to the gate. So we were very lucky. So my advice to anybody that's catching Vietjet in Vietnam, make sure you ask before you line up anywhere, because I swear to God, there was literally 100, maybe more people that were all caught out with it. There was no signs anywhere at all to tell you about that you had to go to a different terminal. Not a single sign, nothing. And above, as I said, above all the check-in counters, it said all flights check in here. And up above that, where it had all the check-in details, Hanoi was written there on their digital screens what flights were going where. So it was pretty bad form on Vietjets, and that's the first time I've ever honestly can say something bad about them. But anyway, all aside, we got here. We got our grab from the airport into the Old Quarter here in Hanoi, and now we're sitting in one of the iconic places, I suppose, called the Note Cafe, because it looks straight out over the lake over here behind us. So we're going to sit here and chill out for a little while, have ourselves a nice coconut latte, because we all know how much I love my coffee. And if you're enjoying the series so far and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please leave your comments down below what your disaster has been at an airport, okay? Actually, I do have one more thing to talk about that particular flight as well. I nearly forgot. There was an old guy on that flight, unfortunately, who took a turn for the worse on it about halfway through the flight, and there was a call out over the speaker in Vietnamese and in English. If there is any doctors on board, we need your urgent assistance right now. I've been on hundreds of flights all over the world, domestic and international. It's the first time I've ever experienced that before. So it was a little bit sad. Don't know what the end result was. Did he pass away? Have no idea. All I know is they took the doctor up to the front of the plane, and that was the last we've seen of it. So we don't know what happened after that, unfortunately. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it wasn't as bad as what, it's easily to think. But yeah, anyway, let's enjoy our holiday and stay with us and keep watching, because we're going to have a lot more content and a lot more of this series coming on. There'll probably be around about 5 or 6 videos in total of this, so please enjoy. Hello, Donald. Oh, we've got a runaway duck. He's coming to say hello. 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 Oh, yes. Hello, Donald. Donald Duck. It's quite amazing to see all of the shops selling Christmas decorations. as you just seen, we've been to Train Street. Let me tell you that the cafe that we were at was crazy. WTF close to the train. There was some of the cafes were set back further. The one that we ended up at, don't ask me how, but it was literally centimeters, not inches, centimeters away from taking us out. Soppany, what did you think about Train Street?
I scared a lot.
You were scared?
Like near in here, far from here.
Yeah.
I no understand
It
before.
was very, very close.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it was so close. There was another one not long after it that I wanted to stay, and Soppany said, no way am I staying for another one. And I said, come on, let's stay, let's do it again. The first 2 or 3 seconds of it, you absolutely shit yourself. Then after that, it's just like, OMG. Anyway, we're back down into downtown now. We're going to go and check out the markets here, the night markets. Go for a wander around there, and we'll show them around the night markets. Yeah.
Yeah, night market.
Cool. All right, let's go. What do you think, guys? New hat for Soppany? You think it suits her? What other colours you got, Soppany?
Yeah,
280. It's about $10.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Turning Vietnamese or what? Alright, Soppany, you bought some coconut coffee and good old Santa here. Vietnam Santa, he's going to give you a present.
Okay.
You get to choose. What are you choosing?
Oh, let me see. Okay.
What is it?
This is the instant coffee with tea flavor.
Ah,
Okay.
tea flavoured instant coffee.
Coconut, hazelnut honey, and durian coffee. This is the good present for you. Thank you so much.
What's it got in it? Coconut
Coconut, hazelnut,
Hazelnut?
and durian coffee.
and durian.
Yeah, durian.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Soppany can have the durian.
Yeah, okay, here for you.
All right, that brings us to the end of our little trip around the night market. Busy as, a couple of hours wandering around there easily, and certainly didn't look at everything. Somebody bought a few things just for her nieces and nephews and her mum and dad. I just got myself a pair of shoes, and yeah, it's good to have a wander around, but it's getting quite late at night now, so we're going to head back to the hotel, I think.